brothers and sisters, our Fatimanian community, joyful greetings of peace and goodwill. This is our first school mass of the year 2025. And today is the great feast of the Black Nazarene, or commonly known as Padre Nuestro Jesus Nazareno. And this morning at 12 midnight, they have started the opening mass at the Quirino Grandstand, where thousands of devotees of the Black Nazarene are gathered together, and the Presbyterial community of the Archdiocese of Manila, presided over Cardinal Advincula. The reason why they start the Mass at 12 midnight, because you could just imagine that the end of the translation or procession ng Padre Nuestro Jesus Nazareno ay aabutin po hanggang alas 10 ng gabi. So they're actually moving towards the shrine, Basilica ng Poong Nazareno sa Quiapo. And we may start asking questions. Why such great crowd drawing Filipinos closer to Poong Nazareno? And actually, if we have to look at the very image of Poong Nazareno, what can we see? It's Jesus carrying his cross. And what does this would like to tell us when we look at the very image of Jesus? Ours is more sophisticated image, but if we have to look at the original image, para bang pagod na pagod si Jesus. Because he's been carrying a heavy cross. And you could just imagine how difficult to bear and carry his cross. But of course, prior that Jesus carries his cross to the Calvary, was in fact he was already tortured, scorned. There are a lot of wounds, thousands or hundreds. And of course, the most difficult is that you have to carry your cross up way to the Calvary, where you're going to die and be crucified. Natanong ko rin to, kung ano yung meaning, why that after Christmas, on the 9th of January, we celebrate the feast of Poong Nazareno, while we just celebrated the birth of the baby Jesus. So you could just imagine. But these are devotions. That the very meaning of why that in the month of January, that after Epiphany, when the three wise men visited the baby Jesus, in just few days we celebrate the feast of Poong Nazareno, which would remind us actually to realize, after all, that as we firmly again journey in this year 2025, Jesus is not telling us and giving us a false promises that our journey will be as smooth as we wish to be. But the cross that Jesus carries is a strong reminder for all of us that crosses, challenges, difficulties, problems, pains in life are just but part of our journey and growth as a person and as a Christian. In which, if we have to look intently and closely to the detail of the image of Poong Nazareno, it would speak a lot. And one thing that the image is telling to us, nakikiisa ang Diyos sa ating habag na kalagayan. Jesus is embracing us. Jesus is so close to us. Jesus is so near to us because Jesus became like us except sin. That every time we come to watch the Passion of the Christ, it's a more realistic movie, that we could not but also feel what Jesus gone through. His trial, his pains, his wounds. And this was the great challenge for him. But you see, Jesus allowed himself obediently to the Father, that Jesus has participated so well to the divine plan of the Father. In which we see that every time we come to look at the image of Poong Nazareno, para bang ramdam natin ang bigat na pinapasan ni Jesus sa kanyang krus. At nagpapalala sa atin na pinapasan ni Jesus ang ating krus sa buhay. Ito po'y para pong it gives us a sense of consolation na hindi lang ikaw ang may dinadala at pinapasan, kundi mas mabigat ang pinapasan ni Jesus sa krus. At ito ang pag-asa at pangako ng Diyos sa atin na sa kanyang pakikiisa, pagtatagumpayan ng Diyos ang krus. Para sa ganoon, magtatagumpay rin tayo sa ating mga krus sa buhay. Amen? That's why we see that sometimes we look at our problems. Sometimes we look at our challenges in life. Sometimes we look at our difficulties in life literally as cross. Pabigat. We look at negatively because we know that problems naturally, they are actually destroying our perfect plans in life. We can call it sabotaging. But you see, we know that even problems and difficulties are great blessings in disguise. Don't look at your cross as a burden, but look at your cross as a blessing. And most especially, always look at your crosses as an opportunity of learnings and growth. And most especially, we know that our crosses in life, ang mga dinadala natin at pinapasan nating krus sa buhay, will be our sure way of salvation. I always say this, that sometimes when we suffer, when we are inflicted with dreaded disease or terminal diseases or prolonged sicknesses, that sometimes it is incurable and we despair. But we, after all, realize that even our sufferings are our redemptive actions for God. True. If you abandon your cross, if you turn away from your crosses and you don't face your problems, the more you will get into trouble. But in fact, if you face your problems and deal them squarely and religiously, we know that we learn and we grow in facing our problems and difficulties. Again, I'd like to go back that our problems, especially our great problems, would be turning to be great blessings. Perhaps our young and children, you may not actually totally comprehend, but as you grow older, you would realize and understand what I mean. That in fact, problems are great opportunities of growth and becoming a best version of yourselves. I think this is the hope and the promise that every time we come to celebrate the feast of Poong Nazareno, it would always speak two things, and this is embracing of our humanity by Jesus, carrying our crosses too. He is one with us. He feels with us. He knows our pains. He knows what we're going through. He knows our struggles. And I think what great consolation to think about is that He knows all and He will always keep His promise that He will be with us until the end. But I would like to repeat again, ang kapistahan, dakilang kapistahan ng Padre Nuestro, Jesus Nazareno, ay sinasabi po sa atin, sa gitna ng pagsubok at problema, ay tayo'y magtatagumpay, katulad ni Padre Nuestro, Jesus Nazareno. Pinagtagumpayan ng ating Panginoon ang krus, at tayo rin po ay magtatagumpay sa krus ng ating buhay. Alam po natin na lahat po tayo may kanya-kanyang krus na pinapasan. Amen? Children, perhaps ang cross nila is only when they get hungry and their problem is how to feed themselves or how to get what they want in life. But of course, as you grow older, I know young people today, our dear young people. You may be young, but I think you started to think and also to realize that there are a lot of problems in life. Most especially to our teachers and parents. That as you grow older, your understanding of life becomes wider and you have a deeper appreciation of what life is, especially at moments of challenges and difficulties. I think ito po yung nagpapagaan sa ating kalooban. Na kung bakit sa simula po ng bagong taon, sa buwan ng Enero, ikasyam ng Enero, ay pinagkulubuan tayo ng Diyos ng isang debosyon ng Poong Nazareno na nagpapaalala po sa atin sa simula ng ating paglalakbay at sa ating pagdadala at pagpapasan ng krus. Huwag mong kakalimutan na andyan palagi ang Diyos. Remember, my dear brothers and sisters, that when God intervenes, when we allow God to intervene, we know that we will be helped on and we will be guided all through. Kaya nga po, sa gitna ng mga pagsubok sa buhay, mas lalo kang kakapit sa Diyos. Mas lalo kang magtitiwala sa Diyos. Dahil ang Diyos ay Diyos ng pag-asa at Diyos ng buhay. Okay? Lagi nating iisipin ito. Sa kapistahan ni Poong Nazareno, sinasabi po sa atin, habang may buhay, may pag-asa. Sabihin nga natin, habang may buhay, okay, may pag-asa, habang may buhay. Okay, let's repeat again. Habang may buhay, may pag-asa. Okay, para hindi yata ako kumain ng umagahan po. No? Habang may buhay, okay, may pag-asa habang may buhay. Okay, so isipin po lagi yun. Dahil ang Diyos ay Diyos ng pag-asa at Diyos ng buhay. Muli, pinapalala sa atin ng Diyos na huwag nating kalimutang lumapit sa Kanya at humingi ng Kanyang paggabay at tulong. At huwag nating kakalimutan ang manalangin sa Poong Nazareno. Amen.